Valley Ferry Road at May Road, the sheriff's office there. No entries, 27 northbound at the 153. An accident one, the sales and Memorial Hospital is going an accident there as well. Let's see, I believe they're still working at Trapman Boulevard, the Cogswell Street, this point, police at fire. Look like you're on the scene. That was Russell. Good morning, Mike Wood in the traffic center. News Talk Radio here at 1240.
69 and rainy here in Chattanooga from the News Talk Radio Weather Center. 69 degrees in Chattanooga. The high today is 97. The low is 71. And thunderstorms are expected until later on in the afternoon today. Saturday going to be clear, though. 98 for the high, 72 for the low. Clearing up a lot on Saturday, but again, rain's going to continue out today until the end of the day. Sunday, 95, the high, 74, the low, nice and clear on Sunday. Monday, 93 is the high, 72 is the low with a chance of thunderstorms on Monday. And Tuesday, 95 is the high, 68 is the low. Going to be partly cloudy on Tuesday. Really, rain is expected all throughout next week, except for Wednesday and Thursday, where there's not as much of a chance of rain on those days. But Friday, Saturday, Sunday next week, nothing but rain. And same goes for Monday of next week as well. So we're looking forward to a few rainy days here in the Tennessee Valley for the next few days. By the way, in case you didn't hear the news, the UK held a referendum yesterday and has voted to leave the European Union. And the Prime Minister of the UK, David Cameron, has resigned. Donald Trump is now in the UK and Scotland, to be precise, giving a speech. In case you didn't hear the news, that's what's happening internationally. The UK has voted to exit the European Union, having massive, massive economic ramifications all around the world. We still don't know exactly what may happen as a result of this, but we'll let you know here on Hot News Talk Radio, on the national news, on CBS and America's Morning News, here on Hot News Talk Radio, Hot 1240, Hot News Talk Radio. That's your weather update from us here at the Weather Center, Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, and HotNewsTalkRadio.com as well. There's been a new report on the plane crash in Collegedale that killed 3 and injured 2. The plane was apparently trying to land on the same runway, according to the NTSB investigation. Pilot Todd Silver died soon after the June 11 crash at 12:45 p.m., and his mother, Suzanne Silver, and his son, Gerhard Silver, died in the crash. The daughter of the pilot was rushed to the Children's Hospital. The report says that a flight instructor watched the crash as it was happening, and apparently he was trying to land his plane at the same time from the opposite end of the runway. The report says that the flight instructor witnessed the accident on the short final approach to runway 3. The flight instructor contacted the airport via Unicom and confirmed that the landing runway was runway 21. In addition, he did not hear any communications from the accident airplane that crashed, which indicates that that airplane may have tried to land on the wrong runway. 3 departments were battling an overnight house fire in Chattanooga. 3 fire departments trying to put out this house fire in Chattanooga. This was in Red Bank, excuse me. Emergency crews were called to an overnight house fire at 600 Bitsy Lane in Red Bank just after 12 o'clock a.m. on Friday morning. Walden's Ridge Emergency Services and Dallas Bay Fire Department were called to help. A homeowner called 911 to report the house fire. Officials on scene say that the house is a total loss. Fire officials reporting damages at over $175,000. The cause of the fire is under investigation now by the Red Bank Fire Department. The Chattanooga police are looking for a man who went missing not too long ago here in Chattanooga. 47-year-old Gerald Shelton was last seen by family members at the intersection of Macaulay and Central Avenue convenience store, and he is now missing. What's going on in Tennessee Valley? It's going on Hot News Talk Radio.
40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Expect a warm and muggy start here Friday. Again, this is my chance with body showers forecasting through highs mid-90s tonight. Lows back into the lower 70s. For the weekend, not much change. Back into the 90s with isolated afternoon storms a little more likely later Sunday. For the newest and largest selection of fireworks, check out Exit 180 Fireworks and Black Cat deal with great prices. Pop a rocket, not your pocket with Exit 180 Fireworks, open daily off I-75 on Ringgold Road in East Ridge. And I-4G quality shipping your home to on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
You give us 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk. in food every week with the Hot News Talk Radio 1, 2, 3 NASCAR contest. Hot News Talk 1240. All you have to do is guess who's going to be first, second, and third place in the upcoming NASCAR Sprint Cup race. If you guess it, you'll hear your name live Monday morning at 11:30. Then call AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio to win. Enter your guess right now. And good day, let's go to the 5301 Brainerd Road, Chattanooga. Witten's West Ride sign easy across from City Hall. These are off-road technology sign days for your four-wheel drive construction. Stuff the upholstery with premium rubber foam. Cell surgeon with broken screen box. And shear supply. 4824 Hickson, Mike Hickson. News Talk 1240. And your guesses now and listen to the race live. To win $124 in cash and $124 in food from Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News Talk 1240. You got 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240. Nooganomics will give you Chattanooga and the world.
Traffic and weather together at 7:27 here at Hot News Talk Radio. It's 69 degrees and climbing here at Hot News Talk Radio. Rain affecting traffic pretty severely, actually. We've been having reports of a few problems here in the Chattanooga area due to the rain we've been having, so make sure that you have your headlights on for maximum visibility, not just because it's dark out still, but also because of the rain. Here's Mike Wood from Hot News Talk Radio's Fast Traffic Now. Good morning.
Good morning, Russell. Thanks very much. Got a bunch for you. Start some power lines down on Highway 58 at Running Road this morning. Howard County Sheriff's Office. Headed to the scene of that right now. Entries north Germantown ahead, Gillespie Road, 24 eastbound Central Avenue. That's in accident this morning. Russell, McCauley Perry, High Meadows, 27 northbound. At 153, an accident, one on the sales in front of Memorial right now. Tunnel Boulevard, we had in traffic. A little bit ago at MacArthur Avenue. Chattanooga Police had fire on the scene of that one right now. Mike Wood, good morning from the traffic center here on News Talk Radio, AM 1240.
69.8 degrees and rainy here in Hot News Talk Radio's Weather Center. And it's going to be a little bit the same way throughout the rest of the week next week, with highs in the 90s and lows in the 70s pretty consistently next week. And it is going to be clearing up on Wednesday, by the way. But that's pretty much the only clear day that we have aside from Thursday. But there is still a chance of rain next Thursday. Saturday, though, by the way, looking okay. Saturday, nice and clear, 98 for the high, 72 for the low. Not really much to say about Saturday. By the way, friendly reminder, the 4th of July will be on the 4th, which is a Monday. Obviously, the 4th of July is on the 4th, a Monday this year. The 4th of July will be on a Monday this year, so we'll all get a long weekend, so you have that to look forward to. And by the way, in case you hadn't heard yet, the UK has voted to exit the European Union, a major move on the side of the UK. And also, David Cameron, who is the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has resigned as a result of this. So major moves going on internationally with major ramifications that we may even see here in the United States economically as well, because there's a major economic surge going on, and not in a good way. We'll keep you updated on that here on America's Morning News and CBS Radio News, here on Hot News Talk Radio AM 1240, hotnewstalkradio.com as well. A man caught selling large amounts of meth from a motel in Cleveland was sentenced on Thursday to serve 100 months in federal prison. David Jason Good appeared before federal judge Sandy Mattis in Chattanooga. On December the 11th, 2013, an agent from the 10th Judicial Drug Task Force received info from a confidential source that Good and a person named Reader were distributing significant quantities of crystal meth from room 118 at the Applegate Motel in Cleveland, where they were both residing. And now they've both been busted by this drug task force. So that much meth, however much they had, it seems to be quite a lot. They keep describing it as a large amount. Is off the streets now, thanks to this drug task force here in Chattanooga. A man named Hacker, although I don't think he was a hacker, has been charged with and found guilty on charges of aggravated assault and driving under the influence. Stephen Hacker found guilty by a jury. After 3 days of testimony and short deliberation, the jury found the defendant not guilty on charges of violation of traffic control device, violation of registration law, and evading arrest. Judge Poole removed the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia because of lack of evidence. He allowed Hacker to stay out of jail on his bond, but he was found guilty of aggravated assault and 2 counts of driving under the influence in Judge Don Poole's courtroom on Thursday night. He said he was just making a sandwich. He says if you want to believe that during the course of all this, the defendant went and made himself a sandwich and drank a drink or drinks, that defies common sense, says prosecutor Minor. He also said in audio-video recordings that the defendant admitted that he had a knife in the case of this stabbing. It was going on in Tennessee Valley. It's going on Hot News Talk Radio.
With your chance to win $124 in cash and $124 in food every week with the Hot News Talk Radio 1, 2, 3 NASCAR contest. News Talk 1240. All you have to do is guess who's going to be first, second, and third place in the upcoming NASCAR Sprint Cup race. If you guess it, we'll hear your name live Monday morning at 11:30. Shooter Supply, 2824 Hickson Pike in Hickson. News Talk 1240. And your guess is now that listen to the big spot. Toward $124 in cash and $124 in food from Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News Talk 1240. It's not the full rubber. It's soft. Full rubber is the star and stuff in upholstery, which uses it to revive your couch, your embarrassing easy chair, your love seat cushions. Stuff in full rubber makes it covers Chattanooga and surrounding areas. Don't throw out that favorite easy chair that's grown haggard and barbaric. New life for your seat cushions. Premium auto-grade rubber foam for your restaurant, church, or business. Stuff in upholstery brings comfort and relief. Go ahead, stay away from flat, dull, and droopy cushions. Relax, restore, revive with comfort patterns. Stop it. 4608 Dixon Pike, 877-1616. Ask for Larry. That's 877-1616.
Here comes the award to the birthday NASCAR. It's going for second, for the lead. NASCAR Spectrum Series is on the Motor Racing Network.
News Talk 1240.
Hear it live on the Motor Racing Network. The voice of NASCAR.
Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News Talk 1240. minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. 12:40.
Traffic weather together at 7:44. Right now it's 69 degrees here in Chattanooga from the Hot News Talk Radio Weather Center. And we are expecting that to get up to 97 before the day is over. 97 is our high today. And really, it's not going to be that dry either. There's a chance of thunderstorms continuing all the way through today. Here in Hickson, it's not raining at the moment, but I'm sure it will be again later. We have been getting quite a bit of rain just in the last few minutes. Saturday, 98 for the high, 72 for the low, and nice and clear on Saturday. Sunday, 95 for the high, and 74 for the low, and nice and clear on Sunday as well. We're going to go to Mike Wood now from the Hot News Talk Radio Traffic Center. Mike, take it away.
The East Ridge this morning, Russell, John Ross Road, with an accident. We're working Bill Reed at Con Lane right now. Sheriff's office on the way there. I-75 southbound East Ridge at the 24 split. An accident went on 153 at the dam. I'm seeing right now an accident as well. North Germantown at Gillespie Road. Injuries on that one, Russell. 24 East at Rossville Boulevard. Still working an accident here. I talked about it a little bit earlier as well. Tunnel Boulevard at MacArthur Avenue. An accident there this morning as well. A lot of trouble spots this morning. He got out on 153 south at North Access Road with an accident shoulder block to understand on that one this morning as well. Russell, Mike Wood in the traffic center. And of course, on News Talk Radio AM 1240.
In case you hadn't heard the news, the UK has voted to leave the European Union. The United Kingdom is no longer a part of the European Union, or at least will not be soon, following this referendum. The Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, David Cameron, has resigned. We're expecting Boris Johnson, who was previously a major political player in London, to possibly be the next Prime Minister, much more conservative from the Americans' perspective, much more conservative than David Cameron was. And David Cameron, ironically, was actually part of the Conservative Party in the UK. That's international news that's still breaking. We're still getting information out of that. And Donald Trump is now in Scotland giving a speech, appropriately enough. Looking at the news here, Alexander Corker and others are voting to continue a debate on the proposals to stop terrorists from buying guns. Senator Alexander says, today I voted to continue to debate on both the Collins and Johnson amendments, saying homegrown terrorists are our gravest national security threat. The Senate should consider both proposals to stop suspected terrorists, including those who are on the no-fly list, from buying a gun, and do it in a way that is consistent with every American's Second Amendment and Fifth Amendment due process rights. He says, earlier this week, I was one of 53 senators voting for a Cornyn amendment that would change federal law to authorize the U.S. Attorney General to stop suspected terrorists from buying guns. The bipartisan amendment offered by Senator Collins would allow the Attorney General to stop the suspected terrorists from buying a gun if they're on the no-fly list or the selectee lists, and there's reasonable suspicion to believe that they pose a threat. The Collins Amendment would protect due process, they say, by allowing Americans who are prevented from purchasing a gun to appeal the denial in the U.S. district courts and recover reasonable attorney fees if they prevail. The amendment also requires that the FBI be notified of a person who has been on the broader terrorism screening database within the past 5 years purchases a firearm. So a lot of new law enforcement involvement would be along with the purchase of firearms. There's no word on if any of this would affect the private sale of firearms, but it does not appear that it would. We'll keep you updated on this situation locally here at Hot News Talk Radio AM 1240 and hotnewstalkradio.com as well. And East Ridge Motel and hotel operators are saying that the ordinance designed to prevent another situation like the one that we had not too long ago with Superior Creek Lodge needs a little bit of tweaking. East Ridge Motel and hotel operators said an ordinance designed to prevent that from happening needs some work. Members of the East Ridge City Council agreed to postpone action on the measure that was passed earlier on the first reading. It's going on in Tennessee Valley. It's going on Hot News Talk Radio. Hello? Yes. We should be. I can't tell. Okay, well, I can't get a hold of Sab. I tried calling him up and texting him, but it's not answering. All right. Okay, great.
Friends Tactical features
Right.
lethal personal protection, AR-AK parts, knives, canning, and the inventory of equipment. If you're right in camp, Friends Tactical is got what you're looking for. That's a and recycling concealed carry options for whatever. Plus, Friends Tactical carries back quality of face drops with wise mountain hats. Backpackers answer Friends Tactical for law enforcement shops, safari, NASCAR, 511, first responder gear, Friends Tactical. Friends Tactical, 8115 East Main Road, at the shopping center next to the Walmart Marketplace. Look for the Mighty Mini U-Haul office. Friends Tactical is right next door. Friends Tactical, 8115 East Main Road.
The second warm and muggy start to your Friday. Hot again, just as much in those body showers forecasting through highs mid-90s tonight. Those back into the lower 70s for the weekend. Not much change. Back into the 90s with isolated afternoon storms a little more likely later Sunday. For the newest and largest selection of fireworks, check out Exit 1A Fireworks. Black Cat deal with great prices. Pump a rocket, not your pocket with Exit 1A Fireworks. Open daily off I-75 on Ringo Road in East Ridge. And I-4G Falls here on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
You get like 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll get you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240.
All right.
Well, here, I can't reach that. Yes, but YouTube. What's going on? Text it, call.
Right, I'll be done.
He's always. We are off the air. Yeah, if you just turn the on button. Also, number 2, today is French Club. And I don't know anything else about it in my calendar, but it is the last Friday of the month, and it's a public night. And it's so early. But anyway, it is the last Friday of the month. It's that Holy Constantine launch. I'd like to take Jacob and send out French lessons. What's his word? Nice. So we're going to hear about Jacob. Okay. Okay, well then, I'll call back to the title. Is it you? Yeah, okay. All right, we'll just put that in. That bug. Okay. I'm going to ask this call. I've got your car. All right, bye. Seventeen. Are you there? That.
It's the herd with Colin Cowherd right here and everywhere. New Easter. You get up 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. Streaming T-Mobile. No emergencies. T-Mobile. Get the latest Samsung smartphone. T-Mobile. No credit check required. T-Mobile. And send the record straight on coverage. T-Mobile has the best coverage in the Chattanooga area. For a limited time, get 50% off the Samsung tab when you buy a select Samsung Galaxy smartphone only at T-Mobile. T-Mobile doing that differently. T-Mobile. Unlimited streaming. No emergencies. T-Mobile. Route 53 exit next to Starbucks. Store toys. Calling 76-9022. That's 876-9022 for T-Mobile. David Tulis, because they and CBS in 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. WSDG Saudi Daisy. Chattanooga.
Sad, are you there? Sabatino. Sad. No signal now for at least second hour, period. Are you okay? Question mark. Are you there? Question mark. Are you seeing any movement on the computer? No. What's it?
You did it last night. I don't know.
Okay, well, I'm getting a car up here, so okay. I'll check in later.
All right.
You get on 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240.
It's like a warm and muggy start here Friday night again. This is legend with body showers forecasting through highs mid-90s tonight. Lows back into the lower 70s for the weekend. Not much change. Back into the 90s with isolated afternoon storms a little more likely later Sunday. For the newest and largest selection of fireworks, check out Exit 1A Fireworks. The Black Cat deal with great prices. Upper Rocket, not your pocket with Exit 1A Fireworks. Open daily off I-75 on Ringo Road in East Ridge. And nice 4G quality at your home. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio.
Here comes the alert to the work. It's not north. It's on for second. For the lead.
NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is on the Motor Racing Network. News Talk 1240. Hear that live on the Motor Racing Network. The voice of NASCAR. Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News Talk 1240. seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
Angel 40 Hot News Talk Radio. It's 8:12 right now here at Hot News Talk Radio. 70 degrees and climbing. 97 is the high today. 70 the low. But the rain is keeping the temperature down pretty well, actually. Clouds acting as an insulator, keeping the temperature down to just 70. It was 68 about 2 hours ago. So not a whole lot of change that we're seeing here. 70 is the low today. And again, rain is possible throughout the rest of the day today. Saturday, 99 for the high, 71 for the low, and Sunday, 95 for the high. 74 for the low with the chance of thunderstorms on Sunday. Monday, again, chance of thunderstorms, 94 for the high, 71 for the low. Highs in the 90s continuing through Tuesday and Thursday of next week, and then rain picking up again Friday through Sunday next week. That's your weather update from us here at the Weather Center. Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, or always your hotnewstalkradio.com as well. And by the way, it appears now that there's a bit of a problem on the stock market as the UK has voted to leave the European Union. There might be a bit of ramification on the side of the stock market, although we're not exactly sure on what that may be. Donald Trump is now in Scotland speaking about the European Union and about how the UK has voted in a referendum to leave the UK. David Cameron expected to resign in October. We're going to go to traffic now from Mike Wood. Good morning, Mike Wood. Fast traffic now.
All right, I appreciate that, Russell, and good morning. Let's start on Chattanooga at Olin Mills with an accident over on Chattanooga Gun Barrel. Right now, East Brainerd at Mackey Branch, accident there this morning, Red Bank on Memorial Drive at Ashmore Avenue this morning. East Ridge PD on 75 South at the 24 with an accident on North Germantown. And Gillespie with injuries as well. Russell, busy morning so far. This report of service of EPB Fiber Optics, 648-1372. EPBFI.com, the smart book today, right there. EPB Fiber Optics. Good morning, Mike Wood, the Traffic Center, Hot News Talk Radio here, AM 1240.
The NTSB's released new information about a plane crash in Collegedale that killed 3. And now we've learned that the plane may have been trying to land on the wrong runway. A preliminary report from the National Transportation Safety Board on a plane crash at the Collegedale Airport, in which 3 members of the Silver family were killed, has come out with new results now. Pilot Todd Silver died soon after the crash on June the 11th. A report says that a flight instructor watched the crash happen from the air. He was apparently trying to land his plane at the same time from the opposite end of the runway. One end of Collegedale's runway is labeled runway 3, and the other end is labeled runway 21. The report said the flight instructor witnessed the accident airplane on short final approach to runway 3. The flight instructor contacted the airport via Unicom and confirmed the landing runway was 21. In addition, he did not hear any communication from the plane that crashed. A report says the airplane impacted the ground and came to rest upright on a grassy area adjacent to the east side of runway 3, about 1,000 feet prior to the approach end of runway 21. A 70-foot-long ground scar oriented about a magnetic heading of about 200 degrees preceded the main wreckage, which was resting on a magnetic heading of about 50 degrees. So this plane crashed very mysteriously, and we're not exactly sure why, but the foul play is not expected or suspected, I should say. Chattanooga police are trying to find a missing man here from Chattanooga. He appeared to have gone missing at the corner of Macaulay and Central Avenue. 47-year-old Gerald Shelton. His family is very concerned about him due to have some health problems he's been having. He's 5'10", weighs 165, with brown eyes and a bald head. If you know anything, please call police at 423-698-2525. We'll post his photo on Facebook so you can get a good look at him. Gerald Shelton is now missing in Chattanooga. He was last seen at a convenience store at the intersection of Macaulay and Central Avenue. Again, at a convenience store. He's 5'10", 165 pounds, bald head, and appears to have a goatee, although that may not be current. If it's going on in Tennessee Valley, it's going on Hot News Talk Radio. Be sure to check this out on Facebook. That's Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240 on Facebook.
Showers forecasting through highs mid-90s tonight. Lows back into the lower 70s. For the weekend, not much change. Back into the 90s with isolated afternoon storms a little more likely later Sunday. For the newest and largest selection of fireworks, check out Exit 1 Fireworks.
Radio today. At your desk right now at Bridget's Golden Diamonds, 5301 Grand Road, Chattanooga. We just by inside easy across the city hall. Use of off-road technology side case for your four-wheel drive truck. Stop with upholstery with premium waterfowl. Cell surgeon, Northern Screen Dock, and Shooter Supply, 4824 Nixon, Nixon. News, talk, 1240. And your desk is down at this delivery spot. To win $124 in cash and $124 in food from Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News, talk, 1240. You get up 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News, talk, 1240.
Mike Russell.
Hey, man.
Hey, we got just a half a second here.
All right.
Wrapping weather together at 8:27. Good morning, Mike Wood with Hot News Talk Radio's Fast Traffic Now.
And good morning, I saw a little South 708 stretch at Crab Creek Drive. An accident there when on exit Pike at River Hills. Right now, Shallowford at Lady Highway, Shallowford at Stein Drive. Got another one on Shallowford there at Gunville. As well, Shallowford definitely our busy spot. 8th Street and Red Bank on Memorial Drive at Ashmore Avenue. Injuries earlier north Germantown at Gillespie Road as well. Russell Michael, good morning from the traffic center. Hot News Talk Radio at AM 1240.
70 degrees in Chattanooga from the Hot News Talk Radio Weather Center. It's getting all the way up to 97 for our high today. 97 for the high, 70 for the low, and a chance of thunderstorms later on today. And that's going to continue out to the rest of the week, actually, all the way till the end of next week and the beginning of the week after next. So, wow. Expecting quite a bit of rain coming up here soon in the Chattanooga area. By the way, I'm looking real close here at the weather radar. And there is rain in our area. So depending on where you are in Chattanooga, you might be getting rained on or you might not be. It's one of those things. The Tennessee Valley really operates strangely when it comes to weather. And looking as well on Saturday, 99 for the high, 71 for the low. Nice and clear on Saturday. Saturday is going to be one of the last clear days we have in a little while here. Sunday, 95 the high, 74 the low. Chance of thunderstorms pretty consistently throughout Sunday. Monday, same story. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are going to be a little bit clearer. And then Friday through Sunday of next week and the week after next, highs in the 90s, lows in the 60s, with a chance of thunderstorms pretty consistently throughout those days at a just above 50% chance of rain. Friendly reminder, the 4th of July will be on a Monday week after next. The Monday on the week after next will be the 4th of July, so be aware of that. The 4th of July, Monday a week after next, so be aware of that. Also, I want to remind you the European Union has just voted to exit, the United Kingdom has just voted to exit the European Union. And this is a historic vote, of course. It looks like the Netherlands or France might be next. They're sort of fighting to get to the next place to get out of the European Union. It appears that the fire has been started. And wow, historic moment indeed. Most of us have grown up with the European Union. And it's certainly interesting to see it potentially going down here soon. That's your weather update from us here at the Weather Center. Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, hotnewstalkradio.com as well. 3 fire departments had a battle, a house fire. That's now a total loss. The house estimated of over $100,000 lost. The Walden's Ridge Emergency Services and Dallas Bay Fire Department were called to help on Bitsy Lane at Red Bank. A homeowner called 911 to report the fire happening. Due to the nature of the blaze, the Red Bank Fire Department called for additional aid. The Walden's Ridge Emergency Services, Saudi Fire Department, and Dallas Bay VFD responded to the scene. Firefighters say they used a defensive attack due to a structural collapse on the backside of the house. Nevertheless, the house's total loss, $175,000 worth of damage was done, according to an estimate by the fire department. A man named Hacker found guilty on charges of aggravated assault and driving under the influence in a stabbing assault that occurred in Chattanooga just a while ago. And that said, his attorney says, if you want to believe that during the course of all this, the defendant went and made himself a sandwich and drank a drink or drinks, that defies common sense, said the prosecutor Minor. The defendant took the stand on Thursday, telling the jury that he went inside of his house, he woke his grandmother, and he said she began speaking to the officer at their door, and Hacker thought that she would resolve things in this assault. And he says Hacker was yelling at officers, telling them he was going to kill them, behaving in such a way that he had drugs in his system. He told the jury Hacker was a danger to himself and everyone else, according to the attorneys. So he has been found guilty on charges of aggravated assault and driving under the influence. Be sure to check us out on Facebook. That's Hot News Talk Radio on Facebook. It's going on in Tennessee Valley. It's going on Hot News Talk Radio.
Hot News Talk Radio, with your chance to win $124 in cash and $124 in food every week with the Hot News Talk Radio 1, 2, 3 NASCAR contest. News Talk 12. All you have to do is guess who's going to be first, second, and third place in the upcoming NASCAR Sprint Cup race. If you guess it, you'll be rooting Lazy Washington City. Using off-road technology, Saturdays for your four-wheel driving truck. Stop the upholstery with premium rubber farm. Cell surgeon, broken screen box, and shooter supply. 2824 Dixon, Nixon. News, talk, 1240. And your guest is now and listen to the big spot. To win $124 in cash and $124 in food from Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News, talk, 1240. It's tough, but foam rubber is soft. Foam rubber is the star at Stuff Upholstery, which uses it to refine your couch, your embarrassed easy chair, your own seat cushions. Stuff with foam rubber replacing covers Chattanooga and surrounding areas. Built around that paper easy chair that's from Haggard and Barbera. New life for your seat cushions. Premium auto-grade rubber foam for your restaurant, church, or business. Stuff Upholstery brings comfort and relief. Go ahead and stay away from flat, dull, and droopy cushions. Relax, restore, revive with comfort mattress to stop it. 4608 Nixon Pike, 877-1616. Ask for Larry. That's 877-1660.
Here comes the overlord to the work. It's that third. It's over second. NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is on the Motor Racing Network. News, talk, 1240. Hear it live on the Motor Racing Network. No choice to NASCAR. Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News, talk, 1240.
Hey, Mike Russell again.
Hey, mate.
Hey, ready to get out of here?
Yes, sir.
All right, cool. We got just a little bit to go.
Have a good weekend.
Thanks, you too. Just wait for our liner to pop up here. And right on time, there it is.
Okay.
Traffic and weather together at 8:44. Good morning, Mike Wood with Hot News Talk Radio's Fast Traffic Now.
Hey, Russell, I want to thank you. Still working several things. Chattanooga PD on the west, South Orchard, Top, and Bailey Avenue. With an accident there, South Seminole, Lee Street, working Crabtree Drive right now. 3 on Chattanooga, 1 at Lee Highway, 1 at Stein Drive, 1 at Gun Barrel Road. As well, working entries from earlier Memorial Drive and Red Bank and Ashmore Avenue. Mike Wood, good morning from the traffic center. And of course, Hot News Talk Radio at AM 1240.
71 degrees here in Chattanooga from the Hot News Talk Radio Weather Center, and it's going to be getting all the way up to 95. Sorry, 97, even worse. 97 for our high today, 70 for the low. Chance of thunderstorms this afternoon. And we are expecting as well that 99 will be our high on Saturday. 99 on Saturday. I want to say that again. 99 degrees is our high on Saturday, 71 for the low. And it's going to be above average temperatures, by the way, all throughout this week and next week coming up here soon. I know, but that's what you expect when the summer solstice has come, and that's that's how things work out. So really hot temperatures coming up here soon. Highs in the 90s, lows in the 70s. Scattered showers all throughout the area here at Hot News Talk Radio's listening area. Mostly just Sunday and Monday for this week. We'll be seeing, for next week is going to be the bulk of the rain early in the week, and then it'll taper off Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It'll be not so bad, and then pick up again Friday through Sunday. Into week after next, Friday through Sunday, going to be pretty rainy again as well, with a chance of thunderstorms all throughout those days. Hopefully, we don't get a whole lot of rain Monday after next, which, of course, as we know, is the 4th of July. So hopefully, not a whole lot of rain on the 4th of July, or at least rain in tolerable levels on the 4th of July. Really looking forward to those fireworks. If you're going to Coolidge Park, hey, it's going to be great. That's the weather update from us here at the Weather Center. Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, hotnewstalkradio.com as well. I want to remind you again in international news that the UK has voted to leave the European Union. The United Kingdom is no longer a part of the European Union. The Prime Minister of the UK, David Cameron, is expected to resign here soon. Again, that's the UK expected to resign, David Cameron, sometime in October. And it looks like France and the Netherlands are expecting to exit as well, with referendums possible here in the next few months. So the European Union could be legally dissolved here soon. At least in the next 10 years, it's possible. Lots of stock turmoil as well. The UK has plummeted in terms of value. Global markets are stunned. The pound has plummeted. Pound sterling has plummeted. And Hong Kong is in a panic as well. That's your news update internationally from us here, Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, hotnewstalkradio.com as well. Stateside, Alexander and Corker and others are voting to continue the debate on proposals to stop terrorists, or suspected terrorists, more accurately, from obtaining weapons. Senator Alexander on Thursday voted to continue Senate debate on amendments offered by Senators Susan Collins and Ron Johnson, which would keep guns out of the hands of suspected terrorists, including those on the no-fly list. Saying today, I voted to continue debate on both the Collins and Johnson amendments, said Senator Alexander. Homegrown terrorists are our greatest national security threat. The Senate should consider both proposals to stop suspected terrorists, including those who are on the no-fly list, from buying a gun, and doing it in a way that is consistent with every American's Second Amendment and Fifth Amendment due process rights. Earlier this week, he says I was one of 53 senators voting for a Corinne Amendment that would change federal law to authorize U.S. Attorney General to stop suspected terrorists from buying guns. There's no word on what this would do in terms of domestic buying. In terms of private sales, it's probably nothing. But if anything pops up about that, we will certainly let you know on the domestic side for buying of weaponry, or buying of firearms from a private seller. It doesn't appear that that will be effective. It's going on in the Tennessee Valley. It's going on Hot News Talk Radio, AM 1240, hotnewstalkradio.com. Like us on Facebook.
You and I know George Noory. Everyone's talking about Broach Tactical, featuring Christmas bundle gear, survival gear equipment, food tactical blueprints for personal protection. Broach Tactical features non-lethal personal protection gear, AR and K-bombs, knives, canning and dehydrating equipment. If you like it, can Broach Tactical has got what you're looking for. Knives, and for your side piece, it's a carry holsters. So they're in here. Plus, Broach Tactical carries a wide variety of face drive food. Wise mountain huts, backpack is managed. Broach Tactical, we're law enforcement shops. Safari, Blackhawk, 511, first responder gear at Broach Tactical. Broach Tactical, 8115 East Brainerd Road, and the shopping center next to the Walmart Marketplace. Look for the many U-Haul office. Broach Tactical is right next door. Broach Tactical, 8115 East Brainerd Road.
Expect a warm and buggy start to your Friday night again. Just a slight chance of spotty showers forecasting through highs mid-90s tonight. Lows back into the lower 70s for the weekend. Not much change. Back in the 90s with isolated afternoon storms a little more likely later Sunday. For the newest and largest selection of fireworks, check out Exit 1A Fireworks. Black Cat deals at great prices. Hot Rocket, not your pocket with Exit 1A Fireworks. Open daily on 575 on Rainbow Road in East Ridge. And I-Sports Heat Walls, keep your home on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
You get up 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240. It's the herd with Colin Cowherd right here and everywhere. New Easter, you got 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240. Unlimited streaming, T-Mobile. No overage. T-Mobile. Get the latest Samsung smartphones. T-Mobile. No credit check required. T-Mobile. And send the record straight on coverage. T-Mobile has the best coverage in the Chattanooga area. For a limited time, get 50% off the Samsung tablet when you buy a Samsung Galaxy smartphone. Only at T-Mobile. T-Mobile doing data differently. T-Mobile. Unlimited streaming. No overages. T-Mobile. 353 instant next to Starbucks. For the joys, call 876-9022. That's 876-9022 for T-Mobile. David Tulis, because they and CBS Radio. Well, after 40 seconds, we'll give you Chattanooga and the world. WSGG Saudi Chattanooga. 1240 AM, 1240 Hot News Talk Radio. With your chance to win $124 in cash and $124 in food every week with the Hot News Talk Radio 1, 2, 3 NASCAR contest. Fox News Talk 1240. All you have to do is guess who's going to be first, second, and third place in the upcoming NASCAR Sprint Cup race. If you guess it, we'll be reading live Monday morning at 11:30. Then call AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio to make your guess right now. And weekday is talking about 5301 from Road Chattanooga, where you inspired sunny days in Carson City. These are off-road technology sunny days for your four-wheel drive and truck. Shop with upholstery with premium power foam, cell surgeon with broken screen dock, and shooter supply. 4824 Dixon, Dixon. News Talk 1240. And your guess is now and listen to the race live. To win $124 in cash and $124 in food. Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. Fox News Talk 1240.
Here comes the over. It's not dark. It's on for second. NASCAR Sprint Cup Series is on the Motor Racing Network.
News Talk 1240.
Hear it live on the Motor Racing Network. The voice of NASCAR.
Check it out live on Chattanooga's official NASCAR radio station. News Talk 1240. road and he left turn when his brakes went out. He wouldn't stop. He crashed into the house. Nancy and another. He crashed is now an investigation. No parties on the file. Underdog goes for a short while, but then steps out of his house and fire at him. Then the cops say that drill shot producer who fired the three fired the shot. Officers found a 7.9mm brass casing on his house, outside his house. Doctor is a convicted felon accepted from the record. 2 years ago, he was convicted of acting in the burglary into his computer cell.
You give up 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world. News Talk 1240.
Great time to see your home. In our area, inventory is at all-time low, which translates into higher sales prices. Call us today at 423-499-7780 to set up a free consultation and discuss our unique and present marketing programs. We will provide you with a free market analysis to determine the right value of your home. Call us today at 423-499-7780 or visit our website at SabrinaRealty.com.
It's Harbor Lights Marine, located at 9718 Mason Pike. Harbor Lights Marine's new ownership is staffed by knowledgeable and friendly people ready to keep up. We offer wet slips and dry storage room, fuel, a well-stocked ship store, daily boat rentals, and a restaurant. If you're on the water and the lake, call us 423-842-5391 or 423-842-5391. Remind you, we have a home that care for the club where we don't just out here for people that love it. Harbor Lights Marine. It's just one place to live. Thoughts and tests. Stop research. In Chattanooga, the place to live is Fox News Villas for under $1,000 and available for immediate movement. You can enjoy this 2-bedroom split layout over 1,000 square feet, 9-foot ceilings, an extra large patio back there. And don't forget to ask about the preferred employer program. Fox Creek Villas is a gated community, offering a 24-hour fitness facility, a beautiful full hot tub, and Fox Creek Villas is pet friendly. Stay with Pet Park with your best friend and enjoy the free use of the business center and clubhouse. Plus, if you mentioned you heard this on the radio, your application fee is free. Fox Creek Villas, close to downtown on Highway 58. Go to CrossCreekChattanooga.com. That's CrossCreekChattanooga.com or call 894-0446. That's 894-0446. We can find a way to live at Fox Creek Villas. Go to CrossCreekChattanooga.com or call 894-0446. Cross Creek Villas to oppose the GOP candidate
rollout of a new site. You heard about it at lioncrookedhillary.com. Trump's at it again. We'll tell you about the new website, get your perspective, and welcome in Newt Gingrich. A busy hour, and I'm glad you're with us. We're on the Mike Gallagher Show. Again, our number, 800-655-MIKE. Tell the board, join us. It's funny how you hear about a product that gets great word of mouth and you wonder, is it as good as they say? Let me promise you, the My Pillow is as good as everybody says. I will tell you, a better My Pillow. My Pillow has just given us an incredible offer for you. This is the pillow I sleep on every night. This is the pillow that I travel with. I love this pillow. It's called My Pillow. It's designed to last. You can wash it. It contours perfectly to your head and your neck. You're looking for the perfect pillow. Listen to this deal that Mike Lindell has let us share with you. When you buy one premium-sized My Pillow, you're going to get another premium-sized My Pillow absolutely free. 2 My Pillows, the price of 1. My Pillow gives you 60-day money-back guarantee. If not completely satisfied, you can get up to 12 minutes and 40 seconds. Will it be Chattanooga and the world? Talk 1240. We've got lots of sunshine on, even weather out there. Check out State Farm. No matter where you are in life, State Farm can help. From protecting your car and home to helping you provide for college and retirement. Find your agent now at statefarm.com. And I'm sure she's all genealogy. On AM 1240, Hot News Talk Radio. It's tough, but full rubber. It's soft. Full rubber is the star and stuff upholstery, which uses it to revive your couch, your embarrassing easy chair, your home seat cushions, stuff that full rubber makes it covers Chattanooga and surrounding areas. Don't draft on favorite easy chairs or Haggard and Barbera. New life for your seat cushions. Premium auto-grade foam for your restaurant, church, or business. Stuff that upholstery brings comfort and relief. Go ahead, stay away from flat, dull, and droopy cushions. Relax, restore, revive with comfort matters and stuffing. 4608 Dixon High, 877-1616. Ask for Larry, 877-1660.
Listen up, y'all. Influence Home Rate Mortgage, 805-9100. I'm in the business of saving people money. And if you want to save money, pick that cell phone up right now. 805-9100. I received a call that I won't forget. A family of 5. The husband's a TPA engineer. Financial stress was rising for medical bills and children in college. We lowered their rate, paid off their bills, and saved them $800 per month. Now they're living stress-free. And the best part is this. They're skipping 2 payments and paid off their home 7 years faster. It's easy, and you can do it too. It just takes 10 minutes, 1 phone call to 805-9100. There's no cost and no obligation. So why wouldn't you call 805-9100? Or if you're at your desk like me, get a quick quote at homeratemortgage.com. That's 805-9100 or homeratemortgage.com.
Hi, I'm Sabrina with Sabrina Realty Associates. Now is a great time to sell your home. In our area, inventory is at an all-time low, which translates into higher sales prices. Call us today at 423-499-7780 to set up a free consultation and discuss our unique and aggressive marketing program. We will provide you with a free market analysis to determine the right value of your home. Call us today at 423-499-7780 or visit our website at sabrinarealty.com.
With Colin Cowherd, right here and everywhere. New Eastern, you get up 12 minutes and 40 seconds. We'll give you Chattanooga and the world.
70s. For Friday and the weekend, not much change. And I still have to use one or two though possible times. You stay back in the 90s. Check out State Farm. No matter where you are in life, State Farm can help. From protecting your car and home to helping provide for college and retirement. Find your agent now at statefarm.com. And I'm sure Keith Cole, meteorology on AM 1240 Hot News Talk Radio.
In former Miami Dolphins and Marlins owner Wayne Hensley Jr. Wayne has a better steward your company for God with hundreds of other Christian CEOs at this year's FCCI Business Conference in September. The Fellowship of Companies for Christ International. There are only 100 seats remaining. Reserve your place today at FCCI.org. That's FCCI.org. Professional chefs and fine restaurants know that the secret to juicier and more succulent food is intense heat. The intense heat sears the cooking rocks and flavor. Solera infrared grills will give you that high heat. Now, you can produce the same delicious food served at high-end restaurants right in your own backyard. No matter what meat, veggies, or fruit you're grilling, it's going to taste great. Learn more about American-made Solera infrared grills at BestHotGrill.com. BestHotGrill.com.
Producer Lance Anderson grabbing the audio from my buddy Chuck Cupelli in 1970 years ago. I enjoyed did a great job sitting there with a straight face and, Charlie Rangel, an iconic congressman, going on the show this morning and saying, the shooter using an automatic weapon, the shooter using an automatic weapon doesn't even know the difference between automatic. You think Charlie Rangel knows? As long as his bodyguards know, that's what matters to Charlie Rangel. And you don't get to have the right to keep their arms. People are fed up with this. Americans are sick to death of these kinds of establishment politicians. They're tired of the establishment. We're fed up with these kinds of people in Washington. And then along comes Trump, captivates the nation's imagination and attention. And you got people, I can't vote for him ever. I'm never a Trumper. Good. Well, let's see how 4 years of Hillary's going to feel. Stop. Knock it off. Get off your high horse and do the right thing for the United States of America. Mark, you're on the Mike Elliott Show. Welcome to Mark.
Thanks, Mike. Great job. Thanks, Mike. Almost everything.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
I live in New York City. I really like it. I applied for anything over the last 7 years. Oh, it's been a nightmare. I did not get the student to walk. And I
You know what I mean? I mean, what have you done in your life that should preclude you from having the right to have a handgun to protect your family?
well, it's so much. I wanted to protect my family because I see the right on the wall here. It's getting worse in New York. And also to protect me and my son and my daughter when we're out here. It's haunting and I'm so fond for
But Charlie Rangel doesn't want you to have that right, don't you understand? You know?
I understand that. I understand that perfectly clear. It makes me laugh. There's people that know the least amount about guns that tell me what guns I can own and I can't.
Amen, brother. I know. Well, when you hear this audio, we'll find the audio of Randall spouting off about the killer in Orlando using an automatic weapon. Doesn't even know. Doesn't have a clue. And you're right. And Mark, I know. And sometimes, and I want to, but I'll tell you, I got some trouble the other night on Bill O'Reilly's show, and I got to give Bill O'Reilly so much credit. He put on a poll. This shows me what a class act Bill is. This is a stand-up guy. Because he didn't have to do this. He didn't have to read the letter that he read. He gets on with the O'Reilly factor this week, and he apologized for conflating the background check, the background check issue and the registration issue. Now listen to what Bill did, and this was when I was on with him, and
guys, what about this registration? I used to put that confused and made it look like I was in favor of registration, but I'm not. Here's what Bill said this week has nothing to do with Gary Clancy and Cortez, Washington, Torrey, so 90% of the country wants gun registration. The CBS poll cites 90% approving of gun background checks. Did you see it? I just made it on the state doc. In the news of the story we did yesterday, we had the facts correct. The CBS poll showing most Americans wanting background checks. I misstated the gun registration thing in conversation with the two guys. There's no reason polling on gun registration. I'm very sorry for the error. Totally unintentional. And it's one of the two guys who's referencing, thank you, Bill, for your stand-up, honorable acknowledgement. Glad that got cleared up. New Gators just back from Europe, next breaking down Brexit. Finding a tax battle right now, you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to your personal or business, with a bank levy or a wage garnishment or years of unfiled tax returns. Do not find this file alone. You need people in your corner. You need professionals. You need tax attorneys, enrolled agents, and tax professionals who know the language of the IRS and know how to negotiate, they know how to protect you. Most of all, they know your rights. You need rapid resolution tax group. If you owe a lot in back taxes, if you have a bank levy, a wage garnishment, or years of unfiled tax returns, don't panic. Reach out to Rapid Resolution Tax Group. Give them a call at 800-280-9595. It's going to be the most important number you'll write down all day. 800-280-9595. They know how to protect you. They're never intimidated by the IRS, but they know how to advocate on your behalf. Rapid Resolution Tax Group. Call 800-280-9595. 800-280-9595. Mike Kelly.
If you're over the age of 50 and considering buying an annuity in the next 60 days, I have some urgent news for you. Don't buy an annuity until you understand the pros and cons of annuities. A free book to help you maximize your retirement income. The PBS host and three-time author Josh Noory has been released. This book reveals well-known truths about annuity strategies in simple to understand terms. Grab a pen right now because we're about to offer you this free book that unlocks the 5 little-known secrets we believe baby boomers and seniors should know before buying an annuity. Call 800-881-7171 now.
You get off the phone in 40 seconds.